Rahul, do you want to talk about, or Sean, do you want to talk about what could be the CSK's auction strategy, what players they might target?
Rahul, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay, sure. So first of all, you're playing in Chepauk, so I think you need a quality like spin bowler. If I could get Ravichandran and Ashwin back and pair him with Jadeja on a ground like Chepauk, I'd love to do that. Ashwin and Jadeja on those wickets will go crazy, and I think you can guarantee yourself 5-6 wins on that Chepauk pitch if you have those two, or maybe a Yuzvendra Chahal if you can afford
Chepak,
him.
Chepak is a cheat code in my opinion. CSK, that's just a cheat code.
Yeah, but yeah, they are like you said, they should try go for spinners because it's a cheat code of a ground. Like you can spin to win it, and you can tail your team around an actual ground. But they have 55, or I'm pretty sure they have 55 crores left, if I'm not wrong, and they have to get a whole squad with that. Now I
They
think
have 65, they spent 65 crores on all
right.
the RTMs and they do have 55 and one RTM left.
I think what they can do is they can afford to go one player for 15 crores.
Okay.
And then you have 40 crores for the remaining 12. I think you can go couple 7-8 crores. So at
So that
15
15
crores,
crores, so who do you think they'll go for? Sorry to interrupt.
I think if they want it, I'd keep that budget for try and buy. I don't know. I think I'd honestly go for someone like a Mohammad Shami if I could try and get him. Or I mean, there's talks of Rishabh Pant, but he's going over 15 crores.
Exactly. I was gonna bring that up. Rishabh Pant, they're really, there's a lot of speculations that Rishabh Pant is going to, Chennai is gonna go all in for Rishabh Pant. I think I saw one of my friends on one of the social media say Sakshi Singh said something about Rishabh Pant coming to Chennai. Not sure how true that is, but
Do
that's
they
Yeah.
do they have the purse to make that big of a
I don't think so.
purchase?
As I said earlier, there's a team called the Punjab Kings waiting with 110 crores. Even if me or you come into the auction, they'll raise the
Mhm.
paddle. So if they find Rishabh Pant, especially with Ricky Ponting as coach there, they're going to go up to 30 crores even to try and get Rishabh Pant, a player of his caliber. Wicket keeper, batter, captain, one of the potential like flag bearers. He could be a brand. He like a whole brand in himself. Like they'll go up to 30 crores in my opinion. I don't think CSK has the budget. Plus, even if I was in CSK, I wouldn't go all in for Rishabh Pant. I try and find another keeper and more try and strengthen the spin core and the bowling core and also try and get a good middle order going. Maybe get Ajinkya Rahane back, try and find some young middle order player that you can fit in, maybe an overseas all-rounder. Like use the big bucks on a quality Indian spinner or quality Indian pacer to try and strengthen your bowling core because if you have good bowlers in Chepauk, they're going to win 5-6 out of 7 easily because they have batters like Ruturajgaikwad and Jadeja who are capable and Dube who are capable of playing spin on those kind of wickets to get you to scores like 150, 160 where a solid bowling core with good spinners and a mix of good pacers can easily defend those scores comfortably. So I think they should
Look,
try and use the big bucks on good bowling core because bowlers win you tournaments, in my opinion.
batters win. That's a great line. Bowlers, batters win your games. Bowlers win your tournaments.
Yeah, it's been used a
Uh,
lot, but I just did it in my own style, hopefully.
I
yeah,
saw
but
that last
looking
year.
at looking at how CSK usually does their auctions, I feel like they'll go heavy with their all rounders again because they like to have the batting depth always. Having like go to 9 or 10, even sometimes everyone just can bat. So I feel like they'll go mostly all rounder heavy and they might take like again Santner. They'll get back to Santner.
Please,
Santner for
no,
CSK.
please. No.
But few all-rounders that are there in that auction is Venkatesh Iyer that just caught my eye. Venkatesh Iyer could be a great fit at CSK.
Do you
The
consider
way
him an
he,
all-rounder still?
Yeah, he didn't
I
bowl a
mean,
lot last year, right?
he signed up as an all-rounder, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, CSK
if you give me the option to enroll in auction, I'll also sign up as all-rounder. So that,
all-rounder.
but yeah, I mean, he's a really good player. I have a lot of respect for him. But yeah,
But they do have few weaknesses with the current retention they have. They don't have a good middle order setup because Ruturaj plays top and Shivamdube does play middle, but he's a hit or a miss. If the teams get their pace attack, if the other team's pace attack is very good, and spin also can trick him sometimes.
Yeah,
So
if you
that
come with
middle
a
order
plan to
is.
Dubé, you can lock him up. Like in the last game, RCB just bowled at the chest to him at a specific line and length and just found a way to keep him quiet. So I think with a plan, you can definitely.
So I
He's
think
somewhat
they'll.
vulnerable.
So I think they will look forward to getting their middle order a little stabilized, and they do have Patirana in that pace department, but there's again they lost their or they released their Deepak Chahar, who was supposed to lead the pace attack with that swing bowler, but again there's Bhuvaneshwar Kumar in that auction again, and he's pretty old, and we know how CSK players like
Yeah,
Tatas
but
and
fits the
Utkals.
bill. You forgot about James
They
Anderson. James Anderson.
yeah, you have mentioned about Jimmy
I
Anderson,
did, but just
James
wanted to
Anderson.
remind you again.
He, I feel like this is his first time coming into IPL. He could be used as some teams. I'm not sure which teams, but teams might just take him and just put him on bench as he can be a great mentor. Even though he'll come in as a player, he'll be great fit as a mentor. He can help the young bowlers know like what the test lengths are, or he might play a few games and like test lengths in T20 still work. That's a given. Test length in any format work, and he's a great test bowler, and he can showcase his test skills in this T20 match. We know how Shami has used his test skills, test length balls, and did good for Gujarat. So he could be the same.
Yeah, I was about to say Shami, but you brought him up as well. And I think I brought up James Anderson as a joke for CSK, but like you said, I think the experience is something you can't buy. Like you can't find experience in someone who's new. That's a asset that's invaluable, and I think someone will take him just to like someone for a bowling group to look at and like get charged or get inspired at. So I think he'll definitely go for base price to some team, but we'll see. We'll see if
Uh,
CSK tries
We
to get
did
him.
talk about Rishabh Pant, but if they don't get back Rishabh Pant, we also talked about RTMing Devon Conway. But there are a few other good wicket keepers in that auction. Example, KL Rahul. KL Rahul is a great wicket keeper and a batsman. Um, he could be a potential target for CSK. What do you think about that?
He's coming back home to RCB, but we'll save that for later. I think I don't think they have the budget for him. I don't think they
You
can
don't think
afford
so?
him. They can't afford him.
I mean, one more good wicket keeper coming to my mind is Mr. Jitesh Sharma.
He's actually very underrated player. I think he's very good talent in the middle order. He can strike it well, keep wickets. I'd go for him actually. I actually totally forgot about him, but thanks for reminding. I think he could be a good option for CSK with especially fills that middle order void if and when Dhoni retires. I don't know when he'll retire. I think even if in 2060 he'll come with the pads on and keep. So that's there. But I think
So one last
Jitesh Sharma.
year, one last year.
Well, he's been saying that for 4 or 5 years. I think he'll keep playing. This today, you saw an interview. He said, I think he said a few more years he wants to play. So I think he'll keep playing, bro. I mean, fans are happy. CSK is getting ticket turnouts. Like, why not? Just he's making
Yeah,
money on his own. It's enjoy.
I am enjoying this msdhoni day in day out. Love
Yeah, especially
how.
it energizes a lot of teams. You know what I mean? They want to give him a proper farewell and all that stuff. It brings out the best in other teams too when you see like a guy Dhoni competing on the other end. So. I mean, it
all
makes the
the
league more profitable also.
all the young kids really excited to
Yeah, don't you
play.
realize no matter which player we go, we circle back around to MSD. I mean, MSD is CSK, CSK is MSD. If you take out MS Dhoni from this list of players, they're not getting half the fans. In my opinion, half the fan base is gone, and the full craze around this team is for Thala Dhoni. And as long as he plays, CSK will have a great fan base. The support will be insane, and I think as long as MSD, the presence, that one man's presence is there, this team will continue being a successful franchise in the near future. I don't know about later, but for now, I think no matter what they do in the auction, and I'm pretty sure they'll pick good players, they have a good strategy of doing that. But for that one man and for like the selection members in that team. I think they'll build a good squad this time, and they have a really good start with this core that they've built with an Indian spinner, all rounder, proper batter captain in Ruturajgaikwad, a proper death bowler in Matheeshapathirana, and Thala himself. I think they'll be well set for this auction. And even though they only have 55 crores, I think they can buy good spinners, good fast bowlers, and build a really strong bowling attack and complement that with decent middle order batters to make a strong squad for this IPL 2025
All of
season.
that. I agree with all of that. And I think that's about it. I wanted to say I don't, and no other player is coming to my mind.
Yeah, bro. Thala.
Yeah, I mean, I see no better way to end this than talking about the great Thala MSD. So, well, that is our IPL retentions video for CSK. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know if you have any feedback. We're certainly open to hearing it. This is our first video ever, of course. So, thank you so much for listening, everybody, and we'll catch you guys next time in
Yeah,
the
for all
next
you CSK
video.
fans, சின்ன பையனை support பண்ணுங்க.
Well, there you go.
Exactly.
You heard Rahul. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you all. Please share.